And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. Last time we went over the basics and made it through World 1-1 to World 1-3, and this time we're taking on World 1-4. This is actually the first stage that requires 2 playthroughs. So we're actually gonna go Mario for this one, just for the heck of it. This level doesn't depend on skill sets at all. Hop and plus and head for the goal. Control your speed by using up and down on the control stick or D-pad. Jump by pressing B or 2. When playing with friends, you'll find that you can turn faster and jump higher when everyone is working together. Are you ready? Then let's get going. I feel like this is a level that would be a complete train wreck if you're actually playing with friends. So yes, this is the advantages of the single player Let's Play. You miss out on having to coordinate with people. I should have jumped for that, but we have to play this stage twice anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. If I miss it too many times, so I'll probably cut when I actually do get it. I forgot you have to actually jump. And this is a remix of the slide theme from Super Mario 64. Honestly, a really good track. Got one up, and here's our little branch in the path. So, for this, since we already missed the green star, we're just gonna go through here. And so we have gotten at least one green star this one. I forgot you have to actually jump there. Whoops. I'm not used to it because I think I'm thinking of a different game. Because I feel like in some other Mario game, there's a case where you actually don't have to jump for you to actually go off a ramp, but this one actually forces you to jump off ramps, which is a little bit weird. So we got that one at least. So another mechanic returning is this. Red coins. So if you get all the red coins, you get a power-up, or a 1-up if you already have a power-up. So this is a pretty chill level, other than me messing up the jump. By the way, the game keeps a death counter, so that's gonna be fun by the end of it. So we're gonna try to get that green star again, because power-ups you collect after dying do not count. So you have to recollect power-ups. Or not power-ups, collectibles. That's actually our first power star, which is your standard invincibility. If you can chain these together, of course, you get a 1-up. I did not. This one's actually kind of weird to get. And because you have to kind of balance your speed. So Plessy says goodbye. Sadly, that's the closest thing we get to a Yoshi level, as Yoshi isn't in this game. By the way, if you're using a classic controller or a pro controller, the D-pad is actually an option for movement. Just as an aside. And since we have to go through that level again anyway, we're gonna switch characters to Toad, I think. Now, Toad's abilities are not going to be showcased in this next level whatsoever, but hey, oh well. Also, by the way, wait, that is right. I was like, I forgot to switch characters, but I forgot you can actually switch in the startup menu, which is really handy. Toad's abilities are a little bit different because there's no turnips. So if you're gonna use the Super Mario Bros. 2 analogy, Toad is actually the only one that doesn't fit into that mold, because he actually has different attributes compared to Super Mario Bros. 2. And by the way, whenever I say Super Mario Bros. 2, I usually mean the Lost levels, except that one time where actually for Luigi it applies to both the Lost levels and Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. So we're not seeing it in this level, we'll see it next time, but Toad is the fastest of the bunch. Way faster than everyone else. So we're not going to go through the waterfall this time, we're going to go the more obvious route, and kind of take it slow here, because we actually need to do some tight maneuvering. There we go, got the stamp. I think Toad also has the worst jump to balance him out. So Toad is considered your hard mode character, because while he does technically have the fastest top speed, yeah, his jump is a little bit of a problem in later stages. It's not really an issue for the most part, but yeah, like there, you could see that he almost didn't reach the top of the flagpole, which would have been really bad actually. But that is a short representation of what Toad is able to do, and I don't know who to play for this next level. By the way, that's an interesting gimmick. And is something rather fascinating to talk about. This is a roulette for coins, which might seem familiar if you play Super Mario Bros. 2, which had a roulette. You can win up to 777 coins. You'll get an extra life for every 100 you collect. So, there's actually a method to this if you're playing single player. I mean, multiplayer is how I want to start. Basically, if everyone jumps at the same time, all the reels are in sync. So if you time up perfectly, you will get perfect 777. Single player has a little bit of a harder time. It looks like the bell is before the fire flower. Oops. That was too early. But hey, we got 100 coins for our troubles. Which is a 1-up, so we are in good shape at least. This is not a game where you really need lives unless you're playing multiplayer, because I'm fairly certain they actually changed something between this game and New Super Mario Bros. Where New Super Mario Bros. Would always give you individual lives. This game doesn't, which is why people really don't like multiplayer in this game, because you actually can very easily accidentally kill people, and yeah, that hurts the overall team. Unlike Super Mario Odyssey, this is actually the first time I'm mentioning Odyssey so far, you cannot roll into a like Sonic style dash roll. It's just a very finite roll. But yes, Super Mario 3D Land was where that roll originated, technically. Not gonna lie, actually, Odyssey is throwing me off, because I'm trying to do things that don't work in this game. I keep instinctively wanting to press Y while jumping, but that's actually bad in this game, because, especially as a cat, your dash is gonna just send you plummeting into a pit, most likely. It's not so much for horizontal movement. Like, yeah, because it kind of shoots you downwards. It's more of an actual attack rather than anything else. I got red rings once more. It's a lot more relaxed of a game when you're not actually playing with people, strangely enough. So here we have to find the enemy and defeat him. He's actually always on the right side, I just remembered. I'm pretty sure. No, wait, it's right there. Actually, no, this isn't one where you need to find an enemy. This is finding the green star, period. But I am not sure if it's actually fixed or not. By the way, Fire Flower, again, Y is every power-up, so keep that in mind. And I haven't actually addressed the fact that there is a time limit on stages, because almost every stage is not a problem, at least main game. Now, you may have issues with timer on the post-game, but main game, not an issue. At all. So, I didn't actually activate the switches on purpose, so we can actually get the stamp, and the top of the flagpole more easily, because Toad would have had a harder time making that jump. Now, if you are going for 100%, including the, clearing every level with every character bit, there is actually an easy way to do it. That method involves actually just syncing up a bunch of controllers and just basically adding in a bunch of characters at the very end of a stage, and then just all jumping onto the flagpole in quick succession. And you kind of are magnetized to the pole, so it's actually extremely easy to grab the pole with 4 people, with just one person doing all inputs. This is a Captain Toad stage, but we're actually saving these for a little bit later. It'll make sense, I promise. But I have an idea of how I want to go about showing the Captain Toad stuff, so we're actually going to be skipping all those levels until the very end. It's a Bowser fight. It would be wrong to not use Mario. I'm pretty sure that cutscene styles borrowed directly from 3D Land. So now our gimmick of this level is we have these little soccer balls that blow up. So, don't get caught in the explosions for starter. We got a, different mechanic. Green coins instead of just the traditional red coins. And if you can collect all 8, you get a green power star. That was a case of where the actual, dash move was sufficient, but sometimes it just won't cut it necessarily. So I wouldn't rely on it too much for horizontal type jumps. So we got a little secret area. This is obviously a coin block. Barely enough time to get across, but we made it. So yeah, our camera control is extremely limited, which is a shame. Because a lot of these levels do look pretty cool, it's just you don't ever get to see them in as much detail as you might prefer. So for this, the easiest, I think the actual intended way is to try to hit the Goomba stack with the soccer ball, but I can also just do it that way where I just use the tail attack and the midair attack. So yeah, the bombs are set to detonate automatically, except for the middle one, so you are, of course, supposed to go for the middle one. Now, one nice thing is, if you collect a mushroom, that doesn't overwrite the fire flower, which is a problem in Super Mario World, trust me. And something to point out is sometimes, I think it's here, you can actually see an 8-bit Luigi in the background. This game was released during the year of Luigi, so of course, there were Luigis everywhere. And welcome to our first boss battle against Bowser. He's an easy boss, just kick back his bombs and it shouldn't be a problem. But yes, in a lot of stages, you can actually see a little 8-bit Luigi in certain spots. It doesn't give you any reward, to my knowledge, for actually finding them. It's just a little cool little Easter egg. I'm pretty sure this was also the same year that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon released, which is also a really good game. I'd say it's better than the original, even. Just in terms of format, I feel like it does a better job of breaking it up, and the mission structure actually doesn't hurt the game. And that was actually our first boss battle. That was rather anticlimactic, wasn't it? We got some bonus coins. My advice also, if you do not want to use the multiple controller method, would be to not actually go for 100% all at once, because that is a really good way to get burnt out on this game, playing it 4 times. That is a lot of times to play a game repeatedly. And with that, we have actually cleared World 1, other than Captain Toad goes fourth. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can clear that within this video. And again, like I said, I would like to generally save all the Captain Toad stages till the end. Again, reasons that will become clearer as we go along. So with that, let us move on to World 2. This stage is short, so I think I can actually knock it out pretty easily. Or maybe show something else. You know what, I don't want to rush through stages, so I'm actually not going to show the next stage. Conqueror Canyon, which is actually a really fun stage. But we'll get into that next time. I want to show off this thing. Also, you can find hidden coins on the map, too. They just give you tons of coins for lives. So it is actually worthwhile exploring the overworld sometimes. Like right now, finding an extra life. Not that it's super needed, but hey, it's nice. Again, when you have 4 people, 20 lives wouldn't be a ton. Because if you die, that can actually eat up a lot of lives if a lot of people are struggling through a level. But we are going to talk about a different mechanic. The Spooksy House. You can collect an extra stamp. You know, just a small thing. It's sort of like a Toad House, and I haven't shown those off, but another move is actually to twirl in place, and then press the jump button. You will actually do this little twirl, honestly. Vertical height. I feel like you're better off doing a lot of other options for movement. Oh yeah, you have to actually be running for this. Like, I feel like the side somersault isn't that much harder to pull off, and it's actually a lot faster to pull off, and you get to a similar height using the window as the top of the window there, like right by here, as a gauge. But that is it for now. Next time we'll be starting World 2, and this is where the game kind of ramps up in difficulty, but it's still pretty manageable. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario 3D World.